the supporting casts for both these two stars. Here we go, game one underway.
Oh man, there is so much tension going on here. I can't imagine what the crowd is like in there. A near miss just off the post, immediately off the start. Close shot. TRK will take possession for a second. Cut off in the midfield there by Card.
Not much different in the 3v3s between these two squads. They both have similar records, 5 wins each, with Furia having 8 attempts in the 3v3 and Team Falcons 7 times having played this format. Of course, with the threes being much more prevalent than they were in the qualifiers, it's been a change for some of these teams, but Furia has answered the call more often than not. Shot here, set away by Jan from TRK. Khaled's shot blocked as well, and the Furia defense asked to answer a lot of questions early.
A lot of 50 wins there through the corner as well. Constant offensive pressure there. Finally, Furia gonna find their way out of their half, back down into the other end. There's a demo in the corner and a ball shot back across the midfield up early there. I think that was Khaled who came screeching across, got a touch. TRK trying to follow it through, can't get it as Jan's able to take it back downfield. Those two will definitely be seeing each other probably every single game this series.
Jan with a full tank of boost trying to pinch that downfield. Instead it was blocked away, and then Card had Ahmad up in his business. Now TRK right at Jan. Again, you can expect those two to have a lot of history by the end of this one. It is Khaled blocked by Card, and he'll get by TRK. Card looking to center. That's blocked though by Ahmad. Good clearance out to midfield. And Team Falcons now going to work. TRK against Jan again, and this time Jan stopped him again.
Opportunity there. Khaled just high up and over the top of the ball. Had an open net to shoot out, but couldn't get a piece of it. That one's going to sting a little bit. That definitely should have been one that went in. Cut off here, back on their half as TRK is able to try and shoot that one out into the midfield, and Ahmad will be the one to try and track that down before it gets pushed back into their half. And a battle here again in the corner. This time, Furia being the one on the swarming attack through.
Kaio waiting right there on the doorstep, and Ahmad had to be sure-handed. No boost in the tank as he falls by the wayside, but TRK's there underneath, and there's the opening goal as TRK stands up.
Crowd goes wild. You can see him smiling. Thumbs up coming from TRK out to the crowd. He is loving it here with this home field advantage. And you love to see that. You can hear the chants in the background. This crowd is electric for these guys on Team Falcons, and they do strike first. Took them a couple minutes to get it done, but it is Falcons up 1-0 here as we approach the 2-minute mark.
And not just chants all throughout. We were able to sit in the arena yesterday for the series with Heat, and the crowd just singing almost the entire series. It was such a unique atmosphere, and it has to do something to a team when you're playing the villain role there, when you know the entire arena is against you.
It was so fun too, sitting there with you, because on one side of the crowd they're chanting the individual player, on the other side of the crowd they're doing the songs, and at some points the song would take over the whole arena, the other time the player would take over the whole arena. The crowd was battling, they're cheering for the same thing, and they're battling to see who could cheer for what.
Yeah, the left hand didn't quite know what the right was doing, but they knew one thing. They were a pro-Falcons crowd for sure, and they still are tonight, of course. This block back to midfield. Ahmad there to collect, and Card will drop one down to Jan, who's got by one, but could not get by TRK. These two continue to do battle even in the threes department, and now Kaio up ahead, blocked by Ahmad. Gonna be very interesting to see if these two teams decide to go with the 1v1, whoever comes up with the loss in game one, or do they make us wait just a little bit longer? Remember, neither Jan nor TRK have lost a 1v1 in this event, both 3-0, as CJ mentioned on the desk.
It's so much fun to watch these two regions go at it too, where both of them tend to play matches a lot of the time in ranked out of the region, so they're so quick, so used to having to read things early. Both of them having these fast reads and constantly challenging that ball when typically you see these guys kind of dust other players. It's not occurring here. Constantly there's somebody there to meet them at the point of contact in that battle for possession.
There was a time where Kaio was maybe the dominant ones player in this region. He's had to pass that torch to his teammate Yan. This blocked out to the corner. I'm trying to burn off the final 5 seconds. Thrown in front, card is there. No time on the clock, and Team Falcons take game 1.
It's a 1-4,
and this is what everybody's gonna get.
Yan, TRK, game 2 semifinals. And here comes the chance immediately for TRK. Yan will be in the aggressive position there for a moment with TRK on defense, and now the other way, looking for the flip reset. It's gonna be just high, has to recover quick before Yan comes down and can get a touch. That one should be just wide of the net, and it is. He'll be able to get another touch here and keep it stuck in the midpoint for a little bit. Not a lot of boost to work with.
How impressive was that though from TRK? Missing the shot, but landing just perfectly at the roof of the goal that he could quickly come back out and get back just in time to not give up a free goal. Here goes TRK again. Yan right there to meet him at midfield. Battle over that midfield boost. Yan at least got the ball back deep into the corner and got a corner boost steal as well. TRK not working with much. He doesn't need a whole lot in the tank to be incredibly effective. He's gonna have to back off here at least. Grabbing the midfield boost to defend against Yan, who has all the cards, and Furia get the opening goal.
The man is so deadly in the air, just has all the mechanics and is able to get him to bite. He has to go out and worry about that far side post. He has to get some sort of forward momentum, and Yan, he knows that through and through. He waits it out and opens up that back post, slots it in right on that back shoulder.
The tale of the tape between these two stars, only 1 goal separated them coming in, and still now 1 goal separating them at this point, as TRK had the only goal in the 3v3 last game. Yan getting the first goal here and getting a little cheeky there as on his drive in. As TRK blocked by Yan again. 11 assists for Yan in this tournament, 7 for TRK in the team portions, as Yan can't get around him again. Got hung up on the corner. TRK able to grab the corner and midfield boost, but Yan still with him every step of the way, but that comes right back at TRK. Holds his ground, ties the game.
There's a tie, and this is a great 50. Buying all that time, knowing that Yan's having to work off pads. He's had to spend some of that boost to get out there. Just waits it out until he can get that 50. Gets a good bounce out of the corner. Not a chance Yan's getting back to that one. Team Falcons now tie it up off that TRK goal.
How about this for efficiency, though? TRK now with 2 more goals in the tournament than Yan, with roughly 30 fewer shots, as Yan just gets back to keep this out. Great recovery, as we're going to be accustomed to seeing from both of these 2 stars. TRK getting the stop from the ceiling, but could not keep Yan out for good just before the halfway mark.
Great play here from Yan. He's coming through and he kind of steals that boost, leaves TRK looking for it as he came out of the corner, and then he has to try to recover to look for the shot as Yan makes that quick turn. Able to catch him off guard, puts that shot through. 2-1 now, back in favor of Furia as they kind of go tick for tack.
Well, TRK will have to bring this all the way towards the corner. But you know, he's got to be grinning ear to ear watching this. El General, actually one of the admins for this event, also the South American regional manager. This goes wide a little bit, but TRK right there after a little physical play. Again, just before halftime, and we're right back where we started.
Nice little bump there. It almost ended up catching post and going out to the left, but he got just enough of that post to set himself back up. And again, 1 for 1. The back and forth between these two, just absolute monsters in the 1v1s. This so far delivering. Another shot here, TRK. He's gonna get it again. This time he'll get 2 in a row. That'll put them in the lead for the first time here in this 1v1.
It must have been a great birthday gift for Well, General, yesterday seeing Furia make it into this top 4, but now it's kind of turned into a nightmare as TRK has jumped ahead. Still plenty of time to work with, though. 220 and counting. TRK adding another. He's starting to pull away just a little bit.
He's heating up. He's going for it constantly. Another shot's going to go through. That's 4-2, 218. We've got an eternity worth of time left here. I'm never going to count Yan out of a 1v1. But TRK heating up, that's worrisome. Not just for this, but what happens when you get back into the 3v3, into the 2v2s in these subsequent matches.
What a save by Yan. And quickly out of the goal to try and pressure TRK, who's answered the bell. Would he go for the bump here? No, he's gonna play it slow and almost got around him. What a recovery again by Yan.
TRK is gonna go ahead off that recovery, knows that he has to go get boost, just opts to take the ball back with him, gets it past. He'll have a cut in though for Yan, looking for that mid boost, not gonna be able to grab a hold of it, and a little off challenge there, a little fake from TRK, didn't quite go his way. That one's a good bounce for him though, that'll give him a little bit of time. Yan will be first on the scene with possession.
Making sure to secure the boost. Still a dangerous play, even giving the hint of possession towards TRK at any point on the field. He's gonna have to back off here. Got the midfield though. Yan, just throw it downfield and say, all right, it's your turn. What do you have? He's got this through the air, flip, reset, easily saved by Yan. Can he do anything with it though? Up to the high risk area. Can he get the shot by? He sure can. Throwing off the timing just a little bit with another flip reset.
It's Yan. Do you even
Sure
question
is.
if he's able to get it?
Yeah.
Of course he can. It's Yan, man. What do you mean? He's gonna hit it every time.
The only question is whether or not TRK can save it, and that time he could not.
That's always a question. Can the defender get there? Because you know the ball's going on net. If either one of these guys get that reset and have that shot, TRK, he's going to have the opportunity here. Looks for the low 50. It does go wide. Great little 50 touch there from the Furia side. In Yan, another flip, or flick, I should say. Flip, flick. They all rhyme. It's all the same word.
For both these players, this actually is a relatively low-scoring 1v1. They have both gotten into double digits combined with their opponents a couple of times in this tournament. Yan standing strong, gonna rotate around. Circling in for the shot, easy stop by TRK, but he couldn't get the corner boost, so he's in a little bit of trouble. Yan giving him time to get boosted up, and TRK at least slows things down, almost like he's baiting him in. Well, careful what you wish for. Yan will take it.
Unfortunately, him biting there, this is a great play from Yan. He sees him go up. He says, I'm going to go ahead and wait, see how this plays out. TRK took all of his boost to get up and make that touch, and at that point, he is frozen on the ground. That is an easy shot there for Yan. He ties it up. 14 seconds left. This one's going to come down to the wire. Shot from TRK. Never mind, it's going to come down to about 10 seconds left with Team Falcons in the lead.
TRK with yet another exceptional kickoff. It goes his way, and you can see Khaled had something to say real quick. We'll see if it matters now. 10 seconds left. Yan's got to come up with the ace that he's got up his sleeve. And TRK just held him up just a little, and it could be enough. He's going to dribble this all the way to the corner, and it does stay to the ground. TRK with a fist in the...
And looking at this, the first series of the day, it ends in the 4-0 sweep that we just watched go down with Guild. This one so far, looking to keep pace with that. I would not have predicted that at the start of the day, and I obviously cannot say that that is what is going to happen here, but so far, Team Falcons look solid all the way through. It has been one-goal games each time. It has not been
what
massive,
a shot!
but man, what a play.
Ahmad getting his first goal of the series after TRK just takes whatever he wants off the field.
That reaction, he jumps early to challenge the ball over the top. It gets lifted to the side last second, uses that flip and ends up just putting it perfectly onto Ahmad, who just sends that ever so nicely inside the edge of that post and into the net. 1-0 early lead here for Team Falcons. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little battle here through the corner with O'Khaled. Eventually, Team Falcons will get another touch. That's TRK to the backboard. Ahmad's up, shots on target, just high. And Jan able to bring it out for the moment before Kaio is gonna actually just end up handing possession back off of a big touch and a near miss as Ahmad almost just kind of rolls back down and hits that one in.
With all the focus on both Yan and TRK, the other focus here is, of course, on their supporting casts. And so far, it has been decisively in favor of Team Falcons. Ahmad and O'Khalid have just outclassed Card and Kaio, and TRK just continues to do no wrong.
It just falls in, the crowd energy behind them, and rather than it having this overbearing weight of I have to perform for the first time here in front of the home crowd and that being something that could weigh on them, it seems to just empower the side of Team Falcons.
It's so weird and almost terrifying that TRK just gets more and more confident with every ball that finds a net. He just, you look at him at the start, he comes out and he's like, maybe he can't really believe that all this is going on around him, and now it's just another day at the office. Every time you look in on him. Card now going underneath. Kaio was there, but just a little too slow. This goes out laterally, and it's TRK's ball all the way.
He's gonna try and maintain possession. Doesn't quite get the touch he wants off the wall there, so it will fall over to the side of Card and Furia as they push down into the corner. Kaio gonna try and win this one. Does get the first touch, and a good follow-up from Jan here as he tries to maintain that possession just over and over again through this corner here. And finally, not enough boost and not a quick enough jump. It will finally go the way back down the other side. Ahmad tries to force it through, can't get it past as Kaio has a diving save there on the near post, but they're gonna have to spread back out as they were all kind of bundled up there in the corner.
Kicked out right down the middle and brought straight back in, but there's Kaio with the clear that Furia so desperately needed. Now they've got to get one on target and still do not, with the entire defense of Team Falcons in the way. Of course, life-changing money on the line here as part of the prize pool for this event. Winner of this matchup guaranteed $300,000 just for being in the top two, 500K. Yes, 500K, the top prize for whoever gets to lift that trophy we saw sitting on center stage. And if you don't think it's life-changing, think about Raziers putting on a clinic here and then having the gall to go, oh yeah, by the way, EU or NA, look, I just got the lion's share of a $95,000 purse. I'm ready to go anywhere.
I loved all the responses to that too, the audacity of putting out that tweet.
Right?
Everybody just be like, you can't just go do that and then just be like, hey man, I'm willing to move continents on a moment's notice, let's run this.
When you triple your career earnings or better, yeah, I think you can do that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially with the performance he had. I mean, we've been talking about TRK and Jan here, and obviously their supporting cast, but there has been stellar play all throughout this Gamers8 event thus far, and Raziers, definitely a standout star here.
And no matter what happens the rest of this tournament, nobody is going to touch his total goals. 55 for the event. Firmly in first place in that category, but of course his team out in the quarterfinals thanks to these guys, Team Falcons, who are on the defensive now as Jan intercepted by Ahmad. Kaio's shot easily turned aside by O'Khalid, and O'Khalid only as far as Yan as they continue to hold a 2-0 lead, continue to shut out Furia in the team modes with a 2v2 looming, and what could be match point unless Furia magically turn this around. Jan has options. He's gone for Card out of the corner.
Ooh.
Got a piece of this. It's still available in TRK so quickly to the backboard, and that has just been the problem. Double commit. It's all desperation now, and Furia's gonna run out of time here as the final few seconds tick away, and Team Falcons are 5 minutes away from the finals.
We're looking down the barrel at a possible...
But still got so much to play for. Yan and Card will indeed take on Ahmad and O'Khalid as TRK gets a break.
TRK gonna get the break. I'm still kind of in my head chuckling at the fact you say with them on their shoulders, and for some reason my mind goes to an image of TRK carrying a mod in on his shoulders actually, and the mismatch of that height just is a bit wild there. An opening shot here from Jan gonna be saved away in this 2v2 matchup. Everything dependent here on Jan and Card. A must win to keep their tournament life alive. This is a huge 2v2 matchup right now.
Out of the 18 Saudi Arabian players that were part of this Gamers8 tournament, the 3 remain that are 5 minutes away from a date with Guild Esports in the grand finals. And of course, it's the 3 that may well have been favored to win it from the start. And they are certainly not disappointing. Card's shot falls a little short here as Ahmad will bring it away. Now Jan looking to bring this over to Card in the defensive end. And it's Ahmad. Way back is O'Khalid, so Ahmad's got to buy him time to get boosted up and back in the play. They both have plenty to work with, but so too do Jan and Card. Around 1, but not 2 as Ahmad makes the stop.
It's a good 50 through that second player, though, Jan with a secondary effort after he gets past the first to just give an opportunity to his teammate to come back through. Jan, boost to spend, over 1, but gets bumped off as he runs into O'Khalid in the air. Card's gonna shoot one off the backboard. Is Jan able to recover in time to get there? No, he will not be able to. He'll have to go for the mid boost, but gets a touch on the transition. Almost able to touch it back over the top of Ahmad. I like the idea, just not quite enough power in that touch.
It is still kind of a high-risk play. You're burning a lot of boost to make a play that's not very high percentage. And boost has got to be everything in this matchup. Right now, Jan doesn't have any, and he's having a tough time finding any. He finally does way at the back. His Card now gonna make his move against O'Khalid. O'Khalid not threatened 1 iota.
Soft pop, Jan with boost to spin. Scary man looks for the shot.
No way!
Just ever so slightly saved. It goes just off to the edge, gets to the post and out. I thought that one was in for sure. A demo on the line will leave the 1v1 as Jan gonna work it through the corner. O'Khalid actually spawns in on the right side and right up the wall and into that play, making sure he cuts that off and doesn't let that near post become a situation.
The South American squad has 4 goals in this series. They were all scored by Jan in a 1v1 with TRK, which ended with TRK getting a goal off another great kickoff with 10 seconds left. They finally break the drought in the team formats with a 2v2 goal that gives them a rare lead in this series.
Furia will strike first here. Card will be the one to get it done, able to come in and read that save and just force that ball through. Now they have to maintain this lead. They've got 2 minutes to do so to stay alive in this event. And to get a shot, as we were talking about, that 500K purse for first place.
These 2 teams have a tiny bit of history together as Jan gets the double lined up, and Furia finally have some momentum going their way.
If you want somebody to start getting a hot hand, that's the man on the side of Furia that needs to get it. Get that going with Jan. He's the one that can bring you back into this. Obviously, Card and Kyle are amazing as well, but Jan is definitely the one that is going to have to be able to step up. That's what's happening on the other side. TRK has been there time and time again for Team Falcons. Shot there, save also there as Jan's able to get in the way.
We call them King Card and Kaio the Great One. Kaio right now spectating, watching his teammates, hoping that he gets another shot at a 3v3. Of course, that's the task that is ahead of Furia right now. You need to not only survive this one, and trust me, you have not gotten Falcon's best shot just yet. They got to pile on maybe 1 or 2 more to feel really confident in this one, but then you know you probably have to deal with TRK in another 1v1. Good luck. And even then, you still have to win 2 more 3v3s. It is such an uphill road thanks to the strong effort of the Falcons in the early stage of this series. Here goes O'Khalid. That's gonna fall right to Card. He's got around Ahmad. One more would certainly put it away for good, and he does not convert thanks to O'Khaled's hairline save. But Jan doing just enough to keep Falcons from breaking out and getting a quick counterattack, and this trap deep in the Falcons' defensive end may be just enough.
Just under 20 seconds here. Need a goal now in this moment if they want to close out the series. That one not going to go through in under 10 seconds. It is looking abysmal. It has to happen with at least a second left. Can Ahmad get it down? No, that one should ground out, and that will be the first dub for Furia here in this series. Once it closes out, there it is. Ball touches down, and Furia, $1 bills if you throw it on a scale, but it weighs about that much.
Well, here we go. TRK back on the field. So too is Kaio. And we will see if Jan can continue his magical run in this tournament. Trying to bounce back. Card denied this time. And Ahmad deep into the corner with Kaio just gathering this, buying his teammates time at best. You wonder if Furia maybe becomes a little more aggressive. If Falcons take advantage of that, that's the game within the game, as adjustments clearly need to be made in the 3v3 department for Furia.
Changes do need to be made. I just kind of want to highlight for a second. You know, we kind of got to talk a little bit about Jan and watch him through the IWO and over the year since then, because we're basically a year since that event happened, and he kind of exploded. The shots that man was hitting, and now getting to watch him here, this man has done so much in 12 months. I don't know if I can look at a player and say that they have done as much as he has done in 12 months.
It's been incredible. Him and rlesports have made significant strides in their careers. And all, of course, with the RLCS becoming so much more global than ever before. Here's Kaio's shot, back on the field and onto the scoreboard. His first goal gives Furia the lead here.
Kaio places that so perfectly in that bottom left corner. No one getting there, not a chance. Furia in the lead here once again. Took them exactly a minute and 30 seconds to get through there. A little battle here, a little scuffle on the sidewall to open things up between the two teams. And Card was looking to try and pinch that one down to set up an opportunity for a teammate, but in the end, Jan will be the one with possession anyways. Tries to go high, read well, and cut off.
Kaio, he lost the ball there, and he was hoping to get a piece of O'Khaled. That didn't work out, and this might not work out defensively either. It's left in front and swept away by the Great One. Going to be chased down by Card on the opposite side. And again, Furia trying to add to their lead. That's where they've struggled here, Super. They haven't been able to add to that lead after getting that early goal. It's taken so much effort just for small incremental advantages. They haven't yet had that home run swing.
Well, they'll be looking for it here as they try to battle their way through. Jan to the side wall. No follow-up there. He'll have to go to the corner to try and challenge, but he's beat by TRK. Kaio was there to make the save before that secondary came through on the swing. Kaio tries to take a shot, but he's cut off on the fender-to-fender action down the field as he gets raced towards the net by the opposing team.
Card hanging around here, and a double commit between Ahmad and O'Khaled, but it kind of works out as Ahmad just kind of gets a gentle nudge in the right direction. Now here goes Jan. Slow play. Did not work out, as not much has against this Falcons defense from anybody throughout this tournament.
Looking for a secondary touch here. O'Khaled gonna try and shoot it low. Absolutely not. Jan's gonna read that one all day on a clean shot. Doesn't have to worry about a flip reset. Probably making the save.
Looking for a win in the threes where Furia had been shut out twice in a row. They've broken that as well, and still nursing that 1-0 lead. But O'Khaled up to TRK. They're out quickly, but Card will send this away. Maybe a little bit fortunate that was not on target. Maybe another try, and Falcons could tie this game up. Ahmad, almost like he was trying to screen the ball there, and it didn't work out. So Jan got options in front. It's Card and set away. Great defending again by Falcons. Can they turn it into offense? Not yet. As O'Khaled's got to dance around one, and Jan's there to make sure there's no follow-up touch. Can he score on the other side? No, TRK is right there.
It's been interesting to watch as Furia really hasn't been having to play a whole ton of defense. They have that 1-0 lead, but they've really been able to just kind of keep possession for the most part down in the opponent's half. This one gonna be close as TRK was looking to try and pinch that in at that near side post. O'Khaled has a touch before it's just sent packing back down the field from Jan on the backboard now. TRK looking for his teammate, gonna fake, go over the top, looking to try and drop it to Ahmad. 50's through, and it will get followed up and sent back down into their half. Under 10 seconds to go here, Stacks. They need it, and they need it now.
TRK up the ladder, got around Kaio. O'Khaled's there, but so too was the defense of Furia at another low-scoring shutout. And Falcons left scoreless since the end of game 3. And now the team starts. It is TRK, and that's maybe what that conversation was.
It's who's
maybe
the
a little bit.
secondary.
It's like, yeah, it's you and me, right? Well, yes, it is. TRK opting to go with twos with O'Khaled, and Card will make the initial save. I think this might have even thrown Furia for a bit of a loop.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then may come back to bite the Falcons as Jan scores a circus goal 17 seconds in.
Able to get the bump on O'Khaled, gets the double bump. Comes off the bump from O'Khaled, and on the recovery on the ground just runs right into TRK. Does it all. You know, I'll shoot the shot. I'll get the bump. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go. I'll get them both. Why not?
Jan over top and popped out. So now Card gonna lose possession to TRK, but Jan is right there. Hung in there, knowing he was gonna take a bump. Still managed to get to the ball first. Card with the boost steal as well. This could be dangerous, but it goes right to TRK. Second touch, trying to get around Jan. Card on his way back. And Jan slowed down TRK enough as Card will make the save on O'Khaled's drive. I think very surprising decisions that we've seen here on Championship Sunday. Certainly the decision by FaZe to go with a 2v2 instead of trying to stop the momentum early with a 1v1. But it didn't really matter there as TRK will score, dancing through the air and tying this game up as only he can.
These extra touches off the flip reset, there was 2 to 3 of them there as he just consistently picks that ball up and dribbles it all the way in and right underneath that post. And you don't know when to jump because he's just touching over and over again. It makes it really difficult to get that read.
Oh, he was looking for more too and narrowly defended by Furia. It's O'Khaled now. Of course, as great as O'Khaled was when he burst onto the scene, when this region started garnering some attention, he's almost, I say almost turned into an afterthought with the rise of TRK. This is gonna be O'Khaled defending in the corner. I think he's still got a lot to prove that he's still got it. As O'Khaled shot, almost beat Card, but he's there with the reflex save. And some space to work with. TRK made him go over top. O'Khaled's there, and this duo with more lockdown defense.
TRK up this time. He'll have to pop it towards the midfield to look for the touch. He will steal that midfield boost and able to actually get a piece of the ball. Turns it around, 50s through. Jan actually recovers through that. Is the defender there? Yes, he is. Cuts it off and actually sends it all the way back down the other end. Furia takes the lead again.
Card picking his spot, caught the defense napping. No boost for TRK out of the play. And Furia back in front, still over half the game to go. What an incredible comeback effort this has been out of Furia. Led by Jan. Card has picked it up since the 2v2. as this is Card waiting for this ball. Slow start for Furia. Dug themselves a hole, but not quite a grave just yet. As TRK is going to pop one away. Jan is waiting for it. He also let TRK go by. Slow play, met by O'Khalid. Card waiting to take his shot, and TRK not willing to just give the ball away to him. That is great patient play, no panic on either side.
Unfortunately, he does that play and then sends it down the other way immediately after, and then a great 50 from Furia as they tried to work their way through. Looking to 50 through them once again. TRK will get a piece. O'Khalid will get there before Card can get up to make a touch on the ball.
Because these defenses are so good, Super, it almost looks like this game is being played in slow motion because you have to be so weary of the counterattack. And you're just kind of waiting for someone maybe to punch themselves out, burn themselves out with boost, put themselves in a bad position. It just hasn't happened. Well, it happened one time to Falcons, and Furia Card specifically made them pay for it. And that's the difference in this game. But it has not been a common occurrence. And TRK still has time to right those wrongs for the Falcons. Not much boost in the tank. He's got O'Khalid way back, not willing to dive in just yet.
Not 60 seconds away, the 1 minute remaining comes up on screen, and we are that far away from the Game 7 here in this semifinals between Furia and Team Falcons. Furia leading 2-1 right now. TRK, O'Khalid for Team Falcons. Been trying to find an opportunity downfield, but as you were saying, the defense is so strong and so clean on both sides. Furia's been able to just kind of lock it down at this 2-1 scoreline for quite some time now. Jan gonna chase this one towards the corner. Looks to try and bounce one out, looking for the bump as he comes through. TRK will be able to get up and over. Only one defender there. O'Khalid gonna throw it up. Jan able to put it to the backboard. TRK's there, a shot opportunity, cuts it in, and that one's back the other way. Game 7. Very much likely. I'm not gonna say closed off, but the way this has been going, we're 9 seconds away from a Game 7 here, Stacks.
We need one really good TRK kickoff to say otherwise. And I don't think such a thing is coming. Actually, you really need two of them.
Yep.
It's got to be an O'Khalid kickoff. In fact, this time around, they fake it, and it blows up in their face. Jan's not having any of this, and Furia have somehow brought this all the way back to Champions Field.
Champions Field, you know, if one game giveth 4-0, the other game will also giveth, but it's going to be the other end. We're going to go to Game 7.
Unbelievable. The way this series started, it just looked like Furia did not have it on this day to find a way past this staunch Team Falcons defense.
Back together, though, because I imagine a win here or a win in the finals, that headset's going straight through it.
If Furia pulls this off, we'll hear them from a whole different building. Here's Jan to start things off after a defensive stop. And TRK trying to get things going again. He was so brilliant in the first half of this series. He's got 8 goals to his credit, but Falcons have been very, very quiet of late. The crowd has not. They're trying to get themselves back into it. As Jan dribbling through, stopped by O'Khalid, but only as far as Card. This is gonna pinball around, an opportunity for Furia to get another early goal, but Jan too far back.
Yeah, great idea there from Kyle. Unfortunately, teammate not able to come in and fill that middle field. He found the space, just the rotation not there in time to strike. That would have been a good one had it even been a shot that was off. Other teammate was back there. They could have easily just started one of those swarming constant attacks. That shot gonna be wide, and a miss there from Kyle. That's gonna have Jan have to come in and backfill to try and take it downfield. He gets past O'Khalid, pops high, tries to throw it out into the midfield for a teammate. No one there, so that'll fall to Ahmad, who looks for a bump as TRK takes possession.
O'Khalid has tried to make himself known in this series with his defense, as TRK has to do so up at the backboard, and that's a great clear all the way down. A dangerous situation brewing with the Furia attack. And Jan reading this play well, trying to bring this out to Card. That's blocked back. O'Khalid, the only one yet to score in this series, and he has played 6 out of the 7. Remember, he played both 2v2s. One with Ahmad and then one with TRK. Both that Falcons, of course, lost as Furia has led this comeback charge, and Card casually rolls one in, and I think finally people are starting to believe this could really happen.
This is quite possible to have this go down. Furia 1-0. These ones where they've led early, they've tended to be able to hold on to the lead. It may get tied up, but they haven't really given up the lead in these situations. We're gonna need to see an immediate response from Team Falcons, and preferably for them, 2 goals in a row if they want to try and get this going. They probably want to get 2 quick, really get that wind in the sail. You have to think that the confidence is shook a little bit with the way that things have shifted after that electric start for them.
Many times on land, teams have come close in best of 7s. But getting across the finish line, a different matter entirely. TRK couldn't keep this in the zone cleanly as he would have liked, but he maybe has another lease on life here with a full tank of boost. Beaten out by Card, though. Good follow-up defense from Furia's Khaled in a real tough spot. Had to play that back to Ahmad, and again, Falcons so willing to use each other as teammates on the defensive end and not worried at all, even though they have not had much offense in the last 20 minutes of gameplay. They realize they are still the team to beat, even trailing here on Champs Field.
So strange to be talking about these 2 teams and really more highlighting the defensive efforts of these 2 squads when we're used to talking about these regions and how offensive heavy, how quick, how fast these guys are. Looking for the pass out now off the pitch. Teammate can't get there in time, and another opportunity goes to the wayside for Falcons.
You gotta have those. How many more grade A opportunities are you gonna get? There it is, Khaled picked a fine time to get on the scoreboard.
Tension building, 95 seconds left in this best of 7. Falcons need another goal. They've got to find a way to fend this off. You do not want in this situation to allow Furia to do this sweep on the reverse side.
On home soil, no less.
On home soil, that is not where you
unreal.
want that best of 7 reverse to happen.
This is not how the story's supposed to end for Team Falcons. And they've got one back here. Tie game late in game 7. It doesn't get much better than this. Card got the bump. Shot is saved away by TRK. The young Hercules trying to pull it off yet again. Kaio, though, to Card. And the longtime duo connects.
101 clash is in session on the scoreboard right now. Goal gonna come through, infield pass, Card with the pre-flip, it's through. Furia just need to hold on for 61 second stacks. They're 61 seconds away from the reverse sweep to go on to play for $500,000.
No pressure.
None at all.
TRK gonna watch this one go, put his faith in Khaled, who has the lone goal for the Falcons. Gotta make another save here, does TRK? He does, but Yan is all over this, continuing to keep Falcons hemmed in their own zone. Now down to 40 seconds, drop down for Khaled, and TRK quickly back into the play, who's maybe hoping for a big clear downfield. Instead, he'll have to be the trigger man. Khaled got the shot by, and we're all tied up.
28 seconds left, tie game. This one's going down to the wire. We knew at the beginning of the day, talking about this in the green room, that this one was going to deliver, this series here. But man, it might be over-delivering, if that's possible.
I don't think that's even possible.
Deliver more, give us the goods.
Buckle up for a wild, wild ride here in the final 20 seconds in Riyadh. Card to the wall. Doesn't have a pinch. It's given away to Ahmad around 1, but Yan with the power clear. And TRK sure-handed at the back. Gonna give it away and let Khaled work. Both teams may be content for overtime unless somebody opens up the window. This goes to Ahmad, up and around. Yan playing it forward. Card is there, but this will come to ground. No, it will not. Kaio kept it up. And now Kaio again around the corner. I think now Ahmad, goal number 1 has to be to get this to ground. He does. We go to overtime. Game 7 with Furia trying to complete a reverse sweep under the most unlikeliest of circumstances. And the demolition opens the door just a bit. This drops right to Kaio, to the backboard, double, it's in! Furia to the finals!
The reverse sweep, 100K W, and now the chance to compete for 500K stacks. What a play!
One of the most amazing things I have ever seen, this team coming back in that building with everything against them, and the perfect shot. You absolutely have to feel for the Falcons players. They were so close to playing for that trophy, for that $500,000 prize, and of course, winning this massive international event. And they've just had it ripped away from them by a resilient Furia team that refused to die.
I don't know how to feel. As the camera goes back and forth, I go from smiles to the pains for both of these. It's these two regions competing for so long, these regions wanting these stages and finally getting in, and Mina finally being added this season. You can't help but hurt a little bit in your heart for the one side, but be elated on the other.
We started today with 4 regions being represented. Amazing as it is, we're now down to just the 2. Europe versus South America. Furia now gets Guild as Furia completes just the most amazing accomplishment I've seen in a very, very long time. Just a reverse sweep in a best of 7 is already a monumental achievement. But to do it in this format, with all the different disciplines, and in that building, where the Falcons were so comfortable, so confident, that's just, I'm almost at a loss for words. Furia are gonna have a story that they can tell for a very long time. Furia now standing by with Banks and Fancy. Unbelievable.